Hello, my name's Kayla, this is Cinnamon the Score Bunny, and I think I know what this is showing. In case you missed it, at the very end of the most recent Pokemon Scarlet and Violet trailer, it showed these weird crystal-like structures with a Pokeball whizzing by. Initially I was like, well, no way to figure out what that is yet, until I figured out exactly what it is, because an upside-down artsy version of the formula for one is legit right on the box art of both games. You heard it here first, folks. What we're seeing at the end of the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet trailer is the inside of a quantum time crystal. A quantum time crystal is a contained space where time exists in a sort of loop, neither progressing forward nor halted. If you've watched Marvel's What If series, this concept should be pretty familiar to you. This is why the Pokeball at the end of the trailer moves in a curve. Inside the quantum time crystal, the Pokeball is continuously moving, but because it's moving in a circle, it's not really traveling anywhere. This is how quantum time crystals work. It's not like time is frozen in them. Things are just moving at a state where zero energy is gained or lost. It's kind of like a cycle in there. Still don't believe that this is the inside of a quantum time crystal? Well, look at the graphs behind the professors. These are graphs of quantum time. Here's some examples of quantum time graphs from real life. Not only that, but the formulas behind the professors also relate to quantum time. See this symbol here? That symbol is called psi, and it's related to quantum time. You can see it used in these formulas here. While we're not able to figure out every symbol because Pokemon writing is kind of weird, based on the symbols we're able to decipher, we know that these are definitely quantum time equations. As I said earlier, the psi symbol is also flipped upside down and stylized on the box art. So yeah, this is definitely the inside of a quantum time crystal. There's too much very specific evidence pointing towards this being the case. Everything I've said so far is basically 100% confirmed. Quantum time crystals will play a role in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. But from this information, I have a few theories. These theories aren't 100%, but there is some evidence for them, so I figured I would talk about them and let you decide what you think. It's pretty likely that we saw quantum time crystals in the background of Ultra Space in Gen 7. The similarities between these crystals and the crystal structure we see in the trailer was actually what started me down this rabbit hole. Ultra Space is a place between universes. Some of the universes take place relatively in the past, like the universe of Pokemon Legends Arceus, and others take place relatively in the future. Since Ultra Space exists outside of time, and we physically see what look like quantum time crystals in it, it's entirely possible that these crystals could contain something from the past or future and fall into other realities. I wouldn't be surprised if the legendary Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet, who seem to be from the past and future, are trapped inside quantum time crystals. The professors, who are clearly studying quantum time, might release the legendaries to try to learn more about how this all works. That would mean the professors are also kind of the evil team leaders, which would be an interesting twist if I hadn't already predicted it in this video. Anyways, having these Pokemon come from Ultra Space would probably be a good thing because it would prevent time travel from really becoming a thing in Pokemon. Currently, Celebi is the only time traveler in Pokemon, and Celebi can't make changes to the past. So when you can make changes to the past, it kind of lowers the stakes of the narrative, because if you can just go back and fix things, then if you make a mistake, it's not a big deal. Another thing I'm considering is if the legendaries are trapped in quantum time crystals, who or what put them there? Because of their knowledge of Ultra Space, because they managed to trap Necrozma, and because they're about to be introduced in Pokemon Go, I'm actually leaning towards the Ultra Recon Squad. These next few theories relate both to quantum time crystals and to the first trailer we had for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. The circle in the main city featured heavily in the first trailer. A lot of people are speculating that it'll have something to do with whatever the gimmick is, but it may also be the place where we're able to access the multiverse. It looks suspiciously familiar to the Altar of the Sun/Moon from Gen 7, the place where we were able to access Ultra Space. This doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to be able to go into Ultra Space, because that would be a little bit too similar to the Gen 7 games, but it is possible that objects like quantum time crystals might fall out of ultra space, especially in this location. Also, the spiderweb backpack that we saw in the first trailer probably isn't a spiderweb. I initially predicted that it would be a Pokemon related to mosaics, but it seems more likely that this fragmented pattern is actually related to quantum time crystals. What we all initially thought was an eye might be the Pokeball from the trailer whizzing around in circles, trapped eternally in this cycle. The triangle shape surrounding it might represent a way to pass in or out of quantum time crystals. Speaking of Pokeballs, people have been speculating about what these mysterious Pokeballs might be used for. Well, what if these Pokeballs were made to be usable inside of quantum time crystals? We see the regular Pokeball whizzing around in a circle, so if we're able to go inside quantum time crystals, we won't be able to catch the Pokemon inside with just any old Pokeball. We'll need a different sort of ball that doesn't get caught in the system within a quantum time crystal. We know that the professors are researching how to catch Pokemon inside of these crystals because, to my knowledge, the graphs behind them are about stabilization within quantum time crystals. So it seems like they're looking into how to catch the Pokemon within them. This leads to another question. Will we find more than one quantum time crystal in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? This could be an interesting way to incorporate rare Pokemon, kind of like space-time distortions in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Okay, that was a lot. Let me know your opinions on all of this in the comments, and make sure to share this video around because I haven't heard anybody talking about this, and it seems like this is probably gonna be a thing in the games. If you want more information about the Pokemon Multiverse, especially how time works within it and parallel universes and all of that, click this link right here and you can check out my Pokemon Multiverse Explained series. If you learned something new, make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. Bye!